Evening, and here we go. Back once again for another uncharacteristically on time, well prepared, and all set up, ready to go version of the Small Horse Invitational Tournament. On screen you can see the results from last week, which puts for Flamingos, Castor Troy, and both Duckler and Sackington Colliery right up there within a point, all of the top four teams. So we've got a bit of a fight on our hands. Only a couple of points back are Sandfields and Minimal Interest, as well as my Funky Unicorns. Only a further couple of points back there. And tonight, most of those teams will play. Duckler and Sack will not, as we all catch up on to 14th game week. So we will start the night with the games that aren't massively gonna play a big part in the top end of the table. We'll finish up with Castor Troy against Flamingos, as the winner of that game can go top. So we'll see how that one goes. Excuse me. It's a fucking good professional start to the night. As always, I have no idea if anybody can fucking hear me, if anybody's watching, or whether or not I am just screaming into the void. So as you roll up, it would be excellent if you could say hello, just so I know everything is working as it should. Very, very short, sharp, hopefully shocking instalment tonight, as there's only 5 games to play, as the next game is the next in-game year. My outdated old laptop will take fucking ages to update, so I will not subject you all to that, and I'll do that off camera. Just grab a quick drink, and then we'll kick straight into Aston Square Shamrock against the Emphasis DAW and AAFC. Here we go. Should probably share the link as well while I think about it. There we go. Excellent. Oh, bless. Like that. We are up and running. Perfect timing, Aston, mate, as your game is on first as well. Lovely stuff. Just for confirmation reasons, excellent. You can hear me as well. Blessed down there. Not even part of the league. And Mr. Rodeo Bibbins himself has sent a quick message there to say, I'm on my way. Don't play his team, Sackington Colliery, as Steer's still only been on the one show. Busy evening here in Ottawa. Congrats, mate. Welcome, Monsieur Canada. Lovely, mate. It's great to have you, even if you're popping in and out. Lovely, mate. But yes, we'll start with Aston Square, as he's here, and the Shamrock Select FC. As it has been a busy transfer window, we will look quickly at the Irishman's transfer business, and the cupboards are bare. Absolutely none doing. Not sure, Asna, if you have had a chance to have a quick look at the out of league signings that you have available, but while you're on screen, these are the guys that are in the mix. Let's do that. Yeah, didn't have time to. I didn't expect you would have time to check. In all honesty, have you got any particular positions that you might be looking at improving? You can have a quick look on stream if you wanted to. Need a striker, lovely. So there are your options pretty much straight away. I would 4 pages of options. Dean Ashton might be a nice option. Simon Linstead. Not a player I've ever heard of. Brian Dean's available. Ooh. Darko Kovacic. Looks decent. I will have to check to see what his current ability is. I don't know if you can see this on screen, but I am quickly jumping into CM Scout to see if he is available. Not, I'm afraid. He's too good for the shit league. Let's check Leon Knight. I'm sure Leon Knight will be okay. He is indeed, yeah. Collins Asuma, I didn't see in that list. Doesn't mean he's not there. I just didn't see him. He is indeed. That's a good shout. In fairness, with plenty of years to go, he looks a good prospect. In fairness, so what I'll do is I'll have a quick. I'll give Leon Knight a try as well. Yeah, go for Collins. Excellent. We'll go for Collins, and we've got the option of going back in for Leon Knight if needs be as well. Lovely. There we go. Done that on screen, as it were. But yeah, here is how we're lining up for the Irishman tonight. A familiar looking formation for Castor Troy fans, as try to sort of stop the rot, as it were, as been very much out of form of recent. The 1 win in 6 is not the best, and if I remember rightly, that was against a shit team anyway. Not there. This is where it's going to be against me. Yeah, there we go. It was a very easy victory. So that one you would expect to win. He scored 12 goals and 5 of those were in one game. So hopefully Collins Asuma comes in and lights up the league. But yeah, very different formation this week. No major changes in terms of personnel really, other than GW7 coming in and sort of solidifying that area, dropping back from Boateng that was in there. But we'll see how we get on. As has been the case throughout, same formation for Mr. Ebbs. Excellent timing, Dan. You've not missed a single thing. You're all good. Presumably late because of all the trains not being on. So we'll lay you off with that one. One name that you might see that is slightly different for the Dons is Just Bruce. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that even slightly correct. Only one dead player starting to my knowledge every fucking week. See, now we've got to work out who the poor poor soul is that's no longer with us in that lineup. Well, I know it's not Radoy because he was Romania manager last season. Percek is still playing. He played in Soccer Aid the other week, so he's still going strong. Yeah, I know you do this just to mess with me. I'm gonna guess, as he was probably the most advanced in age, potentially Jamal, who is perished somewhat. But yeah, transfer in, bit of business done with myself. Juiced, he's loosed. Boot this host, and hopefully that new left back has come in. Hasn't been knee-jerk reaction to Lee Young Pyo being injured for the one game, but can open it up as a quiz. Lovely stuff. Which Dons Argyle Wednesday and Alexandra Albion player is no longer of this earth? How delightfully morbid. And we'll crack on. The number 27 shirt straight on his back. And this, seemingly a battle towards the bottom of the table. Seems fairly even on paper. Will that new formation for Shamrock make the difference? He couldn't be more even, really, if he tried. Certainly been able to keep out the Dons so far. Taha's nickname is the Brown Gazelle. What a fantastic nickname. Presumably then, the Brown Gazelle is he's still going strong. Kufor for Gioane and put him in midfield centre on a free roll. I like that. That's a positive switch. He's got that yellow card as well, so probably worth doing. Give him that free roll there. Any more changes while I consider who it is on your opponent's team who hasn't made it to 2022. And now I think about it, forward runs on for Q4, yeah, and then that's it. I've got a feeling that this has come up before, and I think it might be Harmboozy who passed away. If I remember rightly. But now I think I've made that up as well. Jesus wept. Oh, I've not had enough energy drinks today. Correct, there we go. I'm sure I had a feeling with... my other option was maybe Brozek, but I've no idea. Let's have a look. Well, Juiced seems to be doing alright. His first game, I don't think there's anything really needs switching up there, but if he's got an injury, yeah, no, I think that's probably it. While he's on a yellow as well, perhaps look at that as an option. Go with Jorshlin. I think that's probably obvious. Is he forward or is he striker? I think that's the obvious option there. How's Moffat doing? Is he injured? No, he's just a bit tired. London as well. He's potentially injured. So I think go with a double substitution. Oh, fucking hell, triple substitution. well, subscribe, Tato, and then you and put your notifications on, and then you won't need to be searching away. Oh, fucking hell, half the team's injured. Right, hang on. Fuck. So, YouTube comments are always slower. I don't really know why that is, in fairness. I don't know if it's because Twitch is set up first, or Twitch has been set up longer. No idea. Either way, I think we're going to have to go with that, and then, because he's older, go with that option, and then hope that the two either side of him aren't too knackered. Or was he the London was injured? Was there anyone else? Which made that up? Yeah, just London, right, okay. So we can swap London up as well. And then we're done. Still couldn't find me, you bell. That's just fucking rude. Right. Well, I was about to say them changes worked. Goal disallowed. In your opinion. Did anyone ask for your opinion? Slightly more aggressive than I was expecting. Any substitutions? Asked now. I don't know if you're one of the few in the league that are condition happy, but I know Ebbs is. I know I certainly am. Do I have adverts on Twitch now? Oof. Harris for Satmar and shove him up front. No problem. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm all blue tick on fucking Twitch now, aren't I? I still haven't set anything up with that. I'm sure all the advertising endorsements are pouring in, and I just haven't noticed. No changes I can do for Rebs, so we'll have to crack through. Let this. Ooh, there we go. Is that going to be the winner? I think Twitch has always had adverts on, has it not? Or is that just because I'm there's an equaliser as well in the dying minutes. It's not good that that's his first goal for the team. 14 games into the season. Now, in fairness, he was injured a lot at the start of the season, I remember now. So, yeah, very good that he's back. Finally, the Greek has scored, exactly. I was going to say fairly even on the face of things, but probably suggests that they may have slightly shaded it on the away side of things. But yeah, I mean, probably I would suggest it that the difference was in the substitutes, but it's not really. Just they were able to keep walking with all the injuries. But yeah, no, I think that was probably the right call in terms of switching it up a little bit this week, Asnar. Certainly helped you to not lose. I think that was probably the main aim this week, was to not lose and then crack on for next game around. And as you say, hopefully get a chance to do a bit of testing and create something going forwards, and I think that may be the little bit of the difference. In Constantinu now, he scored that first one. Hopefully he'll kick on, potentially up front with Collins Asumla. Swanee, my good man, you have not been on yet, but I was considering whether to put you and Fifey on next, or there we go, there is exclusive content there. as the news of a potential deal has just popped up on screen there. 5 feet I haven't seen yet, so we'll do his subs. Rang the changes, hear me. Yeah, we will do your game, Tato. I've not seen Matt on yet. He did give me substitution details and stuff, because I believe he's not going to get on. I'm sure he told me he wasn't going to get on. Send a quick message to Fifey saying, where the fuck is he? Fifey, you little bitch. You not watching. Send. Lovely. I have no idea who the player is that Fifey is giving you. So you getting Christian Jardler. Very, very fun player. He was in my Swemp team previously. Just excellent. Fifey's just putting his lad to bed, so he will be on in a minute. Lovely. We'll postpone your game. Left-sided centre-back, always good. I have got this squad set to available only because I hate having that extra one player. In fact, I'm going to get rid of one because that really upsets me. I hate that scrolling bar. There's no need for it. Available only. Lovely. There we go. I've never had that Dalmat or Jardler before. Have you not? Well, Wilfred Dalmat is one of those players who starts, I think he's a -2. Fifey's here, excellent news. I'm pretty sure he's a -2. We'll have a quick look at him. Jardler is always fun. I mean, it's not the best version of Jardler, I'll be honest, but a left-sided centre-back, always needed. He's done okay on the reserve games. Nothing too drastic. But Wilfred Dalmat is one of those, I'm 99% sure he's a -2 potential player, so great balance. I probably would suggest that Fifey is definitely getting the better end of this deal. Certainly it gives you that flexibility of positions as well. No, well, it's been done on screen now, you're all fine. Looks like, and I'll be honest, I haven't checked what his potential's like in the save. I would suggest that this is a fairly decent version of Dalmat as well, maybe a 170-ish potential. Bit slow to get fast, you're right. Slow acceleration, but very good pace. Means that eventually he will be really quick, but it's going to take him 10 minutes to get there. So yeah, to be honest, looks very decent. So as we said, we'll go to Tato's game next, and as he said himself, rung the changes. Pierre Wome comes in. Moses Ciccone comes in, probably his best defender. Only brought into the squad because I offered to take him off his hands. And he threw a strop in negotiations and brought him into the squad, which I thought was quite funny. Also into the team for the first time is our first out-of-league signing of the night. A £10 million signing from West Ham, Jermaine Defoe. A name everybody will be familiar with. Definitely not slow in getting quick. Absolutely rapid. And a potentially very, very astute signing there from Tato, who should absolutely reign in the goals. Showing still available for purchase. Well, I've got no transfer ins left anymore at the Funky Unicorns, so available for everybody else. Quiz question, if anyone can be asked. There are 9 Welshmen to score 40 plus Premier League goals. Ooh, I like that. Well, Ryan Giggs will obviously be number 1. Robert Earnshaw, probably. John Hartson, probably. Gary Speed, definitely. Let's have a think. Who else? There could be Gareth Bale, definitely. Dean Saunders, potentially. Maybe a bit early on. Dean Saunders. Mark Hughes, maybe. Bit. I don't know how many seasons he was in the Premier League. Bellamy, great shout. I didn't think of Bellamy. Definitely Bellamy. Let's have a think. Who else is going to be there? Someone like. So who do we reckon? Speed, Bellamy, Giggs, Bale, Aaron Ramsey. I'd have forgotten. Oh, perfect timing, Matt. Absolutely perfect timing. There we go. Lovely. Swanee's on the case. So Aaron Ramsey would be my next guess. Perfect timing, Matt. You are about to play as well. So I think Ramsey's probably going to be right. So I'd suggest we've got maybe one more Welshman who has scored 40. There we go. Ramsey's correct. 40 or more Premier League goals. Rush can't be right. He must have been barely in the league. I'm surprised Robert Earnshaw isn't one as well. Did he maybe not play in the Premier League as long as I thought he would? Someone like maybe Mark Pembridge, or is he in Rush? Wow, great shout. I'd have thought he wouldn't have been in the Premier League long enough. Well, I suppose he did play at Newcastle when he was in his like late 30s, maybe early 40s. I would expect Nwankwo Kanu was not in that list. 5 years, he's not very Welsh. Don't think he was 100. There you go. Ficini gets the armband. So again, no little bit of change there. Sorry for Matt. Hal Robson-Kanu. That makes sense. I doubt he would have played. He scored maybe a few for Reading, a few for Cardiff. I don't even know if he scored any for Reading. Has he ever even played for Reading? No, Hal Robson-Kanu would be nowhere near, I don't think. I think probably Daniel James is closer. Played for West Brom as well, did he? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, a few changes here for Matt. Great to have you on, Matt, as well. Just double check, make sure I've got everything correct there. Yeah, I don't think he'll. Hal Robson-Kanu is one of those players like a Billy Sharp, like David Nugent, like Jay Bothroyd, who are probably too good for the Championship, but just can't take that next step up into the Premier League, or weren't able to take that next step up into the Premier League. Connor Wickham, another one. Ross McCormack, maybe another one. That were just absolutely class in the Championship, but unable to take that next step up. Robson-Kanu is 16th with 14, a goal ahead of Robert Earnshaw. Okay. Well, Mitrovic was good for a season at Newcastle as well, so I don't think you can count. Although Mitrovic's season in the Vinnie Jones This is level with Robert Earnshaw. Maybe I'm just giving Robert Earnshaw more credit than he deserves. Maybe to be honest, and this may sound a bit potentially controversial, but I might be getting Clinton Morrison and Robert Earnshaw mixed up. Clinton Morrison was a very similar sort of striker. He was small, quick. Obviously, far more Irish than Robert Earnshaw. So I think maybe I'm thinking Clinton Morrison had more seasons in the Premier League than Robert Earnshaw. Simon Davies, 27. I wouldn't have thought he would be quite as high as that. Right. Anyway, we're get confused. Yeah, Michael Owen scored slightly more goals than Clinton Morrison or Robert Earnshaw. No, I didn't get him confused. No, Michael Owen didn't come up through the Championship either. Robbie Savage has got 20 goals. He played in the Premier League for a long time, did Robbie Savage, in fairness. Right, anyway, I'm kicking off. That is an odd away kit. I thought you were the other team. Mark Pembridge, there we go. Mark Pembridge scored more goals than I thought. Oof. Keita didn't fancy staying for the long haul. Straight in, straight out. Scores, gets an 8, gets a red, done. I have not done anything with that kit. I will go back through our messages and double check. I'm sure you specifically move a partly across speed asymmetric now. I'm sure you asked for somebody in particular's kit and I just copied it across. So there you go. We need more quiz questions. Love that. Right, presumably Tato, you're not doing anything else, just moving him across and cracking on. 24 minutes. It's not a bad outing. Montpellier, yeah, almost certain that's exactly what it did. He's just copied across Montpellier. If someone can confirm or deny that is the Montpellier away kit colours for 2001-2, that will very much answer that conundrum. Well, certainly the big difference so far has been Moses Hashone. Of course not Legends. Your game will be on last tonight as it is second versus third, and I quite want Rocks to be here to make sure he breaks. Presumably Tato, there's not much you're going to want to do here. Do love a Swanee question, in fairness. The stat man with his stats-based questions, love it. Steve Howie's having a shocker in there. 4-1 for Kerr hat-trick, I tell you what, could happen. Tonight could be the night. Give us a shout, either of you guys who are playing, if you want any of the substitutes. Jamie Victory, Moses off for Ashok. First time I've ever signed Jamie Victory is for Linfield, because he was on the transfer list for about 20 grand, so I picked him up for Linfield to see what everybody's going on about in a journeyman save. Put Ashok there, nothing else I'm arsed with unless they scored 2. Yeah, no problem. And it's not been doing much really. He's okay. He's stats look good. Lots of 20s. They're in sort of what you consider good places. But yeah, I've been playing him left midfield. Good crossing. Quick. Good crossing. He's the captain as well, obviously, and takes set pieces. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem, obviously no finishing, so he's not scoring anything, no creativity, so he's never do anything. But yeah, I can see why people like him, but he's not pulled up any trees really for me at Linfield. But I didn't have another left midfielder, so he'd do for 20 grand. Any changes, Matt? Or do we want to kick on to the 60th minute and see how we go? While I have a look for some more quiz questions. No changes. We crack on to 60 minutes then, in that case. Yeah, 60, lovely. And I'll try and stop this on 60 minutes, which never goes well. And usually I'll start missing stuff that happens in the interim while I'm trying to press that. Mason Javan. There he is. Is that his first goal in the league? Nope, not even close. See how much attention I've been paying. Doing well. Another of those players that I've had a couple of times but never really gotten on with. Again, I understand why people like him. He scores and dribbles. That's about it. Barnes and Mahanshare on 4, presumably Kyle and Oliveira. I'll do that, and then obviously if you tell me otherwise, I will do so. Kind of done. Okay, no problem. And then, yeah, that's your obvious change there. No problem at all. Any more for any more? And then we'll switch over to, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do that now. I'll switch over to potatoes to see if there's anything he wants to do. Well, we'll wait for Matt to catch up. Lovely. Any changes, Tato? Not done as well as I'd have expected. Look at them stats, very good. God knows where he's not been playing. In fairness, he doesn't know any of the players around him because he's not been anywhere near the team, so might have something to do with it. Wome to DMC. Parlay to left mid. Centralise from 2. And I'll swap Defoe for Blinkhorn, please. And Vaschuk is playing up there. No, I want 2 DMCs, right? Apologies. Like that. Any arrows on the DMCs? Ha 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 ha. No arrows, please. Lovely. So we crack on. Slow it down, obviously, if it looks like a second goal might be incoming. Oof. That is probably going to be the obvious swap, as he's the outfield player available. So I'd say probably that and then that. Let me know, Matt. Firm order normally. Oh, that's Tato. Victory to CM, yes. Assumed so. Do me a thumbs up or a yeah, that'll do, or whatever, and we will crack on for the last 8 minutes and make Tato sweat it out. Sweetato. Sweetato. All good, lovely, there we go. Oh, sweat it, I get it, yeah, sweat it out, yeah. That's it, absolutely flew through, nothing happened at all. Never mind. Right then, Fifey, you are up, along with... No, yeah, you've not played yet. Along with the Statman himself. Lovely stuff. So, fucking hate fucking scroll. Still no Lasisi, the big money signing. No start either for new signing Wembridge. It's the only signing he's made so far. We obviously saw the potential for another signing. Pleasure to lose to him. No change in tactic. Hello, darling. Could you make some more noise, please? That'd be lovely. more incoming. Yes. You've got your out of league signing, who has had. In fact, we had two options for out of league signing in case one turned you down, because it was quite an ambitious signing in all honesty, so we still went on that one, and delayed the second choice option, who has confirmed. So we'll see how that goes. No changes. I don't think there's any changes at all, is there? Oh, there was a couple of changes in personnel. Foe has come in for Gravison, who is he suspended or is injured? Suspended, yeah. I probably should have known that, in all honesty. It was an easy guess. And Kenny Miller is back in for... I'm on mute now, is in bed. No problem, Swanee, mate. Lovely. So yeah, straight into your team. Big sweeping changes, and has not quite gone like for like with Fifey there, but it's a similar idea. The DMs have come in from where they were as wide players, and I don't think you'll mind me saying that the initial changes you set were, especially because I'm on mute, you can't hear me. The initial tactics you sent me were just Makoko in here and Puyol in here, and then some personnel changes. And as your opposite number has also forgotten in the past to have his wide players at some points, you both went with the same sort of idea. So very, very close sort of matchup here, I think. No start or no place in the squad for new signing Frank Sinclair or Maxi Lopez. Two signings. Invitation's graceful and flattery, I like it. Fuck's sake. At least one dead player per team, and I'm going to have to work out who that is. Got Dean Richards on that one, so I know that one. I'll have to wait and find out who that is on this team. Charlie Miller on this side as well, and Foe. So there's at least two on this team You will have to double check for me, but I'm fairly certain that Charlie Miller unfortunately passed as well. But yeah, this should be a close matchup. So there we go. I'm fairly sure Charlie Miller unfortunately did pass away. He played for Leicester as well at one point. Penalty. And the one man you want taking penalties is your centre-back, who steps up and dispatches. How much noise are you making? Just leave it be and I'll sort it afterwards. No, I will sort it. No, just shut it up and fuck off. All you can hear is you making noise. I did exactly that. Mention that you submitted a team with no wide players, so that yes, they weren't supposed to copy Fifey, but hey, it has not worked so far. In all honesty, so let's have. We'll do Swanee first because he is 3 up top. Okay. Going 3 up top. Remember your wide players. Again, I know you can't hear me, so we'll go. We do 3-4-3. Okay. Any players you see fit? No. Have we had a 3-4-3 in the past? No. No. Swanee, one of the few players, managers who has changed. 3-4-3. I reckon that's probably 3-4-3. And we need to make some changes. Just something attacking, yeah. I think that's probably going to be most attacking. That's 3. With that arrow, I would suggest it's not. That's going to be. Is that Ibrahim Said? Yeah. So I don't know these players particularly well. Can Said play out there? No. So many defensive midfielders, right? The mutes one. Hartson, let's do one shot there. And then I reckon are you being quiet now? You going to bed? Good. If you could be quiet while you're up in bed at the very fucking least. Right. And then let's look at tact. Well, I think Makoko, who can play on the left, is probably going to have to come on. I tell you what, Dean Richards is not playing well, and Sand can play as centre back, so we'll do that for Rob Earnshaw. I'll tell you what, in fact, I'm going to take off the 2 5s, so we're taking Peter Sand there. And then Said can play centre back, so we did that. And then Richards for Earnshaw. That makes the most sense to me, Swan. Presumably, you're not going to tell me one way or another because you're on mute, but that is the way I think makes the most sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's. It's definitely a bit, yeah. That's the option I think probably makes the most sense. Fine, for your turn. I know you are not on mute, so you can have a look. Let me know. Well, that's the obvious change there. Fitness, lovely. I didn't mean in this game specifically. But has someone checked on poor Charlie Miller? No subs for me at 60 just roll. No problem at all, mate. Not a problem. No, Charlie Miller is okay. Charlie Miller's fine. So don't worry, everybody. Charlie Miller's okay. Swap Bell for Charlie. No problem. There we go. And count for Charlie. Yeah. And then presumably Carcourt. Yeah. He is alive, lovely. So who am I thinking of then in the past? I'm sure there was a... Played for Celtic and Leicester at one point. That passed away recently. Not that recently, maybe about 5 years ago. That's going to frustrate me now. Liam Miller. There's the fucking answer. Liam Miller. There you go. Liam Miller didn't play for Leicester. It was Charlie Miller that played for Leicester. Liam Miller was the one. He passed it, yeah. It was Liam Miller that passed. Because he was Man U. There you go, yeah, Man U. So much random shit. And Sunderland, I think he played for as well. Fucking random shit that's just floating around in my fucking barnet. Lovely. Okay, any more changes, Fifey? Presumably. Done, you said done, right. We'll crack on till 60 and see how we go. Looks a bit more lively on the Welsh side of the game. I don't think there's going to be any real changes there for Fifey that year. Other than lacking match practice, he's fine. Yeah. What the fuck have you been doing with these players that are all lacking match practice? You're just not playing any of them. Quick match to match stats, no problem. Or are you talking about your team stats? Do a bit of both. Oh yeah, you love this shit at half time in your fucking thing. PC for DB, please. Right, now I've got to work out what the fuck you're on about. PC for DB. DB Cooper. There we go. Right, that's it. Okay. Just double checking in case there's a different DB that I don't know about. No. Lovely. And Swanee said no changes, so we'll go through. See if there's any wild changes. Nothing seems to be swinging. Lots of shots. Nothing really happening. Literally nothing happening at all. 3 shots on target all game. Squeaked out a win, but a very good win in fairness for Fifey. As that drops Sandfield's down. There. You definitely take that. That's a good win. Keeps you in the mixer as well. No worries, mate. Nice, Swanee, mate. Appreciate you popping in, buddy. Yeah, we'll play me against the Doctor, who has not submitted a team for the second week running. Fucking miserable pricks. I haven't taken the piss too much. I did say I was going to go 4-4-2 for him, but I've not. I've just played everybody who hasn't yet played a game in his usual formation, so it gives him a bit of a chance. Some changes for Funky Unicorns as new sign-ins Martin Eriksson and the Gabonese goal machine himself straight into the team. Look at that beautiful man. I'll give you the same odds as Mark Kerr scoring a hat-trick, as Chewy scoring a hat-trick tonight. Also starting is the third new signing in Mauro Rosales, who Never had before. Like the look of him. Looks alright. Don't think it's going to do much, but yeah. Also, Elmander making a debut. Thought I'd change it up a little bit. Maresca's starting. So yeah, pretty much wholesale changes to the last time out. Both wingers come off because they haven't really done much. Yeah, 3 goal interactions in 10 games, not ideal, and 4 there. Nothing too drastic. Cambiasso I wasn't particularly happy with either, so he had a bit of a drop out. Just give him a bit of a rest, see how he goes. Prutton's gone, not with my team anymore. So yeah, just a few changes to bring in the new players, see how we go. Ferrari, I think this is his second game. Yeah, because it is against what I would suggest is a lesser team. I thought it straight in. Right, number 45. It's Chewy. Michael Jordan's other number. I'm going to give 29, and then it could be number 30. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, this is the lineup we've gone for. That's still the Granny Basher 2.0 formation for Dr. Shipman. But we've got such visionary players as Gang Wang. What a name! What a player! Manfred Bender, Waldo Ponce, the Chilean World Cup hero. Chrissy Powell comes in. Lots of experience down the wings there with Chris Powell and Steve Stone. Kubo is there, as well as a couple of players that Dr. Shipman brought in, like-minded individuals like Andreas Breivik and the Ipswich prostitute murderer Stephen Wright come into the lineup as well. So I don't think there's been anyone here who has played a game yet, or who's in the lineup yet. I think all of them are debutantes. There we go. So yeah, see how that goes. Waldo Ponce also getting number 45. What a player. As I said, because the Doctor himself has not submitted a team for the second week running, dicked about a bit, but it didn't go as far as I was gonna because he's playing against me. But hopefully should see an absolute unicorn horn attack. Not that it looks that way so far. Absolutely nothing doing for Chewy. Boy, there we go. Rosales on his debut. Excellent. Hope you had a good Christmas. 2 debutante goal scorers. Not the one I was expecting, I'll be honest. But can't complain. Hope I had a good Christmas. I don't get it. Chewy having a storming debut. Only thing he's not done so far is score. Has had 2 shots on target. How have we scored twice and have... Oh, there we go. Oh, lovely. Happy Christmas, everyone. Happy Boxing Day. Yes, of course. That's the reason that we're only doing these 5 quick matches tonight, is because my shitty laptop will not make do with loading all of these games up going forward. So I'm just going to crack straight through, pretty much. I don't think there's any real need for any changes here, so we'll just smash straight through. Ooh, Steve Stone on his debut. 3 debutant goal scorers. And not Chewy yet. I'm not happy about 6 shots on target. Fucking keepers up. Oh, behave. Absolutely behave. What is going on here? Zelcho, get involved, man. Is there any changes needed? Probably not, to be honest. Ex-Forest and ex-Leicester scoring. Yeah. 4 debutant goal scorers. 2 players I highlighted. 2 England internationals. I think they probably crack on here, don't you? Maybe getting Wang on. Play 2 Wangs at the back. Do we want 2 Wangs at the back? Yeah, Lang Wang and Gang Wang. I cannot believe we're not gonna fucking win this. At a canter, as expected. Come on, Chewy, save us. Oh, what an absolute barrel of dicks that is. 2 shots on target, 2 went in. 7 shots on target. I can't even say anything because I brought that fucking goalkeeper in. 18 for hand. Why? Why have I put him in goal? He's fucking class. Steve Stone's had a fucking worldie. That's absolutely unreal. I can't not even play badly. Chewy, man of the match. Lovely. Lovely to see. Bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. 4 shots on target and hasn't scored. Only debutant of note not to score as well. Fuming. Yeah, here we go to the main event, as it were. Second in the league against third. Not sure if Legends is still here. Haven't seen Rocks yet. There's too many fucking strikers there. I'm just going to have to go in the reserves because that's going to upset me otherwise. Just you. There you go. I'm sure Dan's still floating about as well. Yeah, big changes in terms of. There we go. I thought Legends might still be available. Big changes for this game. Sort of the box formation there. So should see quite a lot of space there for the 2 main men, two of the 3 main men, shall we say, for Flamingos in Joey Dunn and Mark Kerr, who, as was noted by Rox before the stream started, is sad Stephen Allen. Damn, I like that. Mark Kerr up front on his own, captain. He's taking all free kicks. He's on penalty duty as well. David Prutton in the squad for his debut too. Goalkeeper switch. Hang on. No, you played Storari last game. Is he? I can happily switch the keeper if you want. Not a problem. You have played Storari. Ah. When did you swap him? Yeah, Costanzo played all the... There we go. That game there. 5 games in. Happy to switch Costanzo back in goal, mate. Start Costanzo. No problem at all. Absolutely no worries. Last minute switch up there. We like it. Controversial. To be honest, it looks like it has randomly changed Costanzo. I can't remember at any point changing Costanzo. Maybe he was injured at some point. But this is the big one. This is the headline act. And nice to see that Habib Jafar is in for his first game of the Shit League as well. I'm not saying that Rox has shit his pants and changed as much as humanly possible, hoping to see what sticks. I mean, it's working so far. Jafar's name's seeing that pop up quite a lot, more so than in the Aladdin script. But there we go. Nicholas Medina with the equaliser right in the stroke of half time. Very, very even. Throw-ins and free kicks aside. Yeah, look to be doing pretty well so far. Surprising to see Mark Kerr not on the score sheet. Not surprising as not seeing Chewy on the score sheet, but he's a genius. There we go, I like it. Has Jafar done anything? Not really. Won one header. Made a few passes, but it's mostly been anonymous, along with the main man Daniel Jimenez being kept very, very quiet by Legends. I don't think there's much that needs changing there for Castor. Debut assist for Prutter, nice. You're very welcome. Did, as has been mentioned multiple times, did try and swap Chewy for Sani and Die, but that little prick absolutely loves playing for the Funky Unicorns and refused to fucking leave, so he stayed. Michelini maybe for... No, I think you leave it as it is there. Leave it till 60 for that. Alan, any changes you want to make? Again, I don't think there's much. I know you're not asked about condition, especially that particular condition stat just there. I think you're fine. But of course, as you're there, your choice. Let me know. Making very good time here. Crack on, lovely. We'll go to 60. Have a quick look at it at that point. But I know you're not a big tweaker. Oh, hang on, press the wrong fucking button. There we go. Let's have a look. Any changes? I mean, I'd maybe be looking at I Feel for Rolandini. Switch it up a little bit. There you go. I Feel for Rolandini at 60. There we go. Like to see that. That's probably it's the only change there. Maybe Reed for Diarra, but no, I don't think there's any need for that. I'll give you a couple of minutes there to just have another quick look, see if there's anything else you want to do. Yeah, I think you're probably right. That's the obvious attacking intense substitution there. That's all for me. Lovely. Let's have a quick look over at Rox's team. I know he's not a big Hugo fan, so I will bring him off, especially with him on a yellow as well. I'm not going to bring Jimenez off. I think that's not going to go well. Look at there's no obvious attacking option there. I think we'll probably just sort of hope that maybe freshen it up a little bit there makes a bit of a difference, but I'm not gonna do too much for Rocks there, and we'll crack on right through to the end. See if there you go, that big change, tactical switch there has made all the difference. Which that fucking worked for my team. Let's slow it down a little bit. If we eke out the last 5 minutes, see if there can be a Flamingos fight back. Doesn't look like it, but will there be? twist in the tail. No, there will not. Facundo Sava has absolutely taken over from Daniel Jimenez as the main man in Castor Troy. Coming good at the right time. Done really well there. And straight to the top of the charts. Castor Troy taking the place of the second team Colliery, who didn't play tonight. Now, number 1 with a bullet. Fair play. Big story of the night, though, is obviously... I'll take that with care up to... Yeah, exactly. You can't really expect major things from a centre midfielder up top on his own. But it would have been hilarious if he'd have scored the equaliser there in the last minute. Still well within touching distance. Only that sort of small change at the top there as Castor Troy go back where they've been for a lot of the season, in fairness. Unfortunately for fucking all of us, we're going to have to listen to him fucking rabbit on if he does continue to do well. Tato up there now, again, 4 points off first position there. Has very much consolidated himself in the mix. But yeah, anyone really from sort of 9th through could well be within that sort of playoff shout. You'd probably suggest Sam Fields maybe losing tonight has not done them the best. It's probably not the time really to lose that game to Co-Roma, because they would have very much been right up there in the mixer if they'd have picked up the points tonight. But it does keep, as Fifey said, Roma in with a shout. Hodgie and the Knights have probably been one of the winners of the night without having done anything, as I haven't failed to pull away from them at all. It's been a very good night for Castor Troy as well. Jimenez still up there, but the main man is still Bernardo Romeo. Ficini even in the mix now for one of the top goal scorers. He obviously scored tonight. And Facundo Sava up there as well, with those 2 goals, doing pretty well. Ticking along nicely there is Q4, who I wasn't aware has been scoring as many as he has. But yeah, realistically, we're going to be seeing Chewy up there soon enough. Now he's in the main man. He's now the main man in one of those playoff chasing teams. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it from us tonight. Nice, quick, short, sharp stream. Thanks for all for joining and making your presences known. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures going forwards. Legends against myself, the Flamingos against the Funky Unicorns. Should be a good game. First game out, but everyone is playing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, everyone is playing in the next round. And then there's a secondary game after that, but I think we'll just do that though, the 7-game round. Obviously, so me and Alan will start off the stream, and then everyone plays to keep us on 15th match of the season. Hopefully some more transfers get pushed through, as there's a few floating about that may or may not get done. There's bids in for out-of-league players for a couple of teams, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, same again next week, 9 PM-ish, depending on my little fella and when he gets the kip. Oh, look at that. He just turns up to have a quick look at his victory. You snuck a victory there. to be honest, did pretty well. That one extra shot was all the difference. Yeah, top of the table, and another very tough game next week, and you will again be on last next week, I'm afraid, Rox. Against as you're up there, top of the table, it's you know, match of the day rules, isn't it? It reverse match of the day rules, and that the better teams at the start. Habib he did okay. I'll be honest. Let's have a quick look for you. He got himself an 8 and an assist, so cannot complain with that in terms of a debut. Did very well. I will indeed see 5 Feet on Saturday. The rest of you, I will obviously expect team submissions, etc., in sort of Tuesday-ish again, so that always makes my life easier. But yeah, see you next week. It has been a pleasure as always.